I'm Renee and you're watching Island House Handmade. Today I'm taking my husband's polo shirt and I'm going to upcycle it. I love peplum tops. I think they're very flattering. So here's another little peplum top that fits me really nice. And this is part of my inspiration. And this is my polo shirt. So you can see the difference. I'm gonna deconstruct the shirt and turn it into something really cute for the spring. Stay till the end so you can see how it turns out. I decided to keep this and try to recycle it for myself. Now I could just like put a drawstring, I'm gonna cut it, I'm gonna take it in, and then I'm gonna reapply to make a little peplum. So I think this will be cute. All right, now we're back at the table and we have the inspiration shirt with the peplum. I have my polo style shirt and then I have my husband's shirt and turn into a sporty ladies polo peplum upcycled shirt. So you're gonna measure from the neck down to where the seam is, and it's a simple, easy way to measure. You'll go from the highest point at the neck down to the center front, and I'm getting 12 3/4. So I'm gonna write that down on my paper. Now I'm gonna measure the length of the peplum. This peplum finishes at 11 inches. The circumference of the peplum, you measure all along the bottom hem, and I'm getting 36. Now, you can see because I have this laid up right on top of the men's shirt that this peplum has more circumference than what I have to work with, but that's okay. Because now we have the basic measurements of the inspiration shirt. Now I can put this aside. Here's my polo shirt that fits me pretty good. I like the way it fits. You can see the difference in the width. So I have a lot to work with. When I make this, have a peplum, there's a little built-in high and low because it's already high and low on my husband's shirt. So I'm gonna keep this hemline, and that's gonna be cute because it'll have a little slit on the side and a little, I'm gonna just concentrate the shirring in the center front and the center back, and I'm gonna leave the sides flat. So that's gonna be really cute. I wanna measure the 11-inch peplum from this front. So we're going up to 11, which is here in the yellow. I'm gonna cut off 11 and a half. Now I'm gonna cut where the empire seam is going to land. So let's measure it again. We're going from the high point shoulder and we're gonna go to 14 to the cut line because we want it to finish at 13 and a half. In the middle, I'll just set aside. This is extra. Never know when you could use that. Kind of give it a little shirring. So I'm going to carefully cut the sleeves off. I have a pattern piece for my sleeve that I use in my t-shirts. So I'm going to use this as a guide because I know that this pattern pretty much fits the size. I'm leaving the band at the bottom. We're going to leave an inch more of this pattern piece for height. I have to follow along the underarm of the, but what I want to do is add width to the cap in height to the cap. And then I'm gonna just do a little shirring at the top when I set it in, and it's gonna be a cute little sleeve. You can always take away, but you can't put it back. Okay, so there's sleeve number 1. Pin it and just cut the same along here, and that way we have a perfect pair. And it's right sides together, and it's a mirror image. You want to fold the shirt you're fixing right down into the center, right down the middle, line up your top with it. I'm lining up the collars, the neckline, and like I said, this neckline's gonna be a little wider than mine, but that's okay. The shoulders are a little different, but that's okay too. So trace basically where I see the seam in the armhole. And I'm gonna use my French curve as a guide. So I'm gonna say right about here is my armhole for front. Here's the side seam. You want to flip it, and if you can see, all this was the extra on the big shirt. We're going to add 1/2 inch, and it gives me just enough. So I put some pins to keep it together, but we could just make a mark right here, and we'll cut that off. And then we have to do the same to the back. Take the shirt, and here's my center back on the fold. We're gonna line this up, the collars, the neck, with the center back, that your side seam is here. So I'm gonna make a mark, just like I did on this side. Mark it, because we're gonna cut that off and sew it back together. And then we need to trace off the back armhole, and I'm gonna get the shape using my ruler. It's gonna fit right into the shape, and we're gonna match it up with the other side, and we're just gonna trace it. Back side seam. Here is the back armhole, and then the front armhole. And I'm just gonna blend it. So I'm gonna cut a little bit extra from the line, maybe about a fat quarter. And now you can see this is our front armhole, our back armhole, and our front. I'm just gonna cut this because this is the side seam of the shirt. We're just gonna shirr it in the front. And then we're gonna do our sleeve, which it would look cute sleeveless, but I think we're gonna make a little puffy sleeve. All right, we have our sleeves, and the way I install my sleeves is I'm gonna lay the body flat. I'm gonna find the center of my sleeve with the shoulder seam, and I'm gonna find my back, which I made notches. So here's the back, here's the front. The back of the sleeve is here. I'm gonna install my sleeve like this. Okay, we're gonna pin it on all along this way, and I'm gonna sew these two like this. You're gonna walk it, and you're gonna sew it that way. And then once the sleeve is in, we're gonna sew the side seams in the sleeve all in one stitch. So I'm gonna take this to the sewing machine, then we'll put the peplum on. All right, I have my sleeves pinned on, front and back, with a little shirring, teeny teeny. I'll just overlock this on. We're gonna sew the side seams, sleeve inseam down to the side seam. Okay, it's getting back together now. I sewed down the side seams, and I may go through with my straight stitch as a secondary stitch, but let's see how this looks on the dress form. And I have just a little teeny bit of shirring here, very little, but she's taken shape. You can see the empire seam is real high. I wanted that cute look. And the sleeves may be still a touch long, but I'm gonna go ahead and put the peplum on and then try it on and see if I like it. And if I need to maybe take this up a little bit more, I might. Otherwise, it's really cute. Once I match these side seams to the side seams, which is here and here, we're gonna pin it. So it's gonna be like that, and we're gonna keep it flat on the sides. I'm gonna shirr this as I sew. See, the extra that I have here is gonna be the little the pleating, the shirring. I'm gonna use this just to kind of feed it through, and that's how I'm gonna shirr my seam. So here's where I'm gonna start to just pleat it. Little teeny pleats, you see? The foot holds it. I have all this to get in. So I know that I have to just kind of pleat as I go, like that. I know I have to get this amount roughly into what I have on the bottom. So okay, now that I've put the ruffle on the empire seam with the straight stitch and I've set my 8-inch shirring, I'm gonna go around with the overlock machine, and this fix and flip is gonna be finished. All right, guys, here's the before. Well, I flipped my husband's shirt, and I'm so glad that I didn't donate it. I used my own shirt to upcycle to make something for me. We took the XXL men's shirt, we added empire seam, shirring, we kept the high-low that was on the original shirt, adjusted the sleeves, and I just love the way it came out. I think it's adorable. So, if you stayed with me till the end, thank you so much for watching, and I hope that I inspired you to have a creative day. So, I'll see you on the next one. Bye for now.